Welcome back, friends, to some more Lord of the Rings Online. In this episode, I'm going to be starting to do some of the instances here in Annuminus, beginning with Glinghant, the Gardens. There are 3 instances in Annuminus, and again, I'm going to be starting out here with the Garden now. I'm going to show you something. Don't freak out. Check that out. I'm a little bit different than when you saw me in the last episode. I'm level 60, got some experience here. Here's what happened. I had finished recording all of Evendim, and then I did the summer festival quests, so that's why I'm a little bit beefier. And then when I was editing some of the Evendim episodes so I can upload them, I don't know what happened. I was trying to clear up some room on my hard drive, and I guess I was tired, and I accidentally deleted this episode when I did this instance, so I'm having to re-record this one. All the other episodes are fine though, so I'm just having to re-record Glinghant. And that's why things look a little bit different. In the next episode, I'll be back down to level 59 for some of the other instances. I'm just glad this mistake happened with an instance and not a regular episode where I would not have been able to go back and redo some of the quests unless I artificially redid them. Anyways, that's enough rambling. As always, you can pull up the instance in the instance panel, but I like to come up to them personally for cinematic purposes. Glinghant is right here. So let's go inside. And I'm a little bit annoyed because I soloed this last time and it's really hard. I had a really hard time doing it. It took multiple attempts, so hopefully I can do it a little bit better this time around. I'm setting it to level 40. You can do this at any level above 40, and you can even do it on level at 105. So let's go ahead and start.
Glinghant, the gardens of Annuminus. Once a place of great beauty, now overgrown and fallen into ruin. The stagnant waters of the gardens have become corrupted by the fell spirits of Angmar, and evil men do their bidding.
So the way this instance works is that there are a bunch of quests. Number 1, this Glinghant Corrupted, Defeat Nengon, is always active, and then you can get 1 of 3 quests randomly when you walk in here. And then there's a challenge quest if you do this on level. Now for Glinghant, you can actually do all 3 of these random quests in the same run, but you want a specific quest first. So I got the Impure Waters, that's not the one I want first, so you can simply leave the instance and come back in until you get the quest that you want. So let me travel through here. This is the one you want to start with, Darkest of Waters. So let's go ahead and start this off, shall we? And I'm gonna just prepare myself for this fight here. And let's go ahead and fight all these guys. Let's do a war cry. And a death strike will probably be pretty nice here. And let's do a Spear of Virtue. Let's kill that guy. And let me do another War Cry here. And destroy that guy. Alright. So first, I'm going to go around the periphery here. Just going to slowly work my way around and clear the area. Looks like I drew aggro from someone else. That's alright. Go ahead and kill him as well. And if you hear some popping in the background, it's actually 4th of July, and my neighbors are doing fireworks, even though it's illegal in this city, so whatever. Alright, let me keep making my way around here. Now I did use some buffs that I had here to kind of help me through this instance, because like I mentioned, it was kind of hard last time, I'm not gonna lie. Do a Spear of Virtue, and then another one here. And let's see what else I can do. let's do one of those. Let's do a piercing strike. Let me try to do a persevere real quick just to help me heal a little bit quicker. And then here we got some of these dark waters. I'm going to be having to clear all of them, of course. Do an unerring strike. Alright, done with that guy. Let me clear this disease, and let me go ahead and blast this bad boy. Unerring strike, always good. Then let me go ahead and fight off these guys here. Oh, wait a minute. I thought I had grabbed aggro on someone, but I didn't. That's alright. Oh, come on now. Nice war cry here. Do a piercing strike, and I'm gonna repeat it. There we go. Just gonna finish all these guys off here. Sweet. Gonna make my way around. Takes a while to kill these guys, unfortunately. That's alright. And I can't really group them up too much because they're ranged. So it's kind of hard to do. Alright. Go ahead and grab that guy. I screwed up my gambits. That's alright. Let me do that. Let's do an unerring strike. Alright, let me get rid of that disease. And then one final dark water here. Alright, nice surety of death there. And unerring strike. Gonna put a nice bleed on him. Alright, now this is when the instance starts to get really difficult. And this is where I died several times when I tried it the first time around. You can see the final boss here already, but don't think it's that easy. When I pull this lever, something crazy is going to happen. It's like an unending wave of enemies. When you think you've killed the last of them, 20 more pop out of nowhere. And when you kill those, you think you're done, but no, another like 30 pop out. And they just don't stop. They just don't stop. You'll see. Hopefully I can get through this. Alright, ready? Let's go. Let's do it. So be it. Thou shalt not withstand this trial. Alright, so let's see if I can get through this. Let me do a fierce resolve here. That will kind of help out with my health a little bit. Alright. Oh, I messed up the gambit. That's alright. Let me start getting rid of some of these diseases here. Let's do a Brink of Victory. And let me do a couple of healing gambits, if I can. Let me use one of my potions here. And let me use that skill in case things go south. And as you can see, it's just a ton of enemies. It's kind of crazy. And let me do a Spear of Virtue. Let me do another one. Let me use some mana potion here. And let me do that. Yeah, so let me get out of this water because I think it's costing me my power, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, my power is just not doing so well, as you can see. Let me see if there's anything I can do here. Let's do that. Not enough power. Golly, that's bad. Let me see if I can come back here. I don't understand exactly what's putting this venom on me. I know I'm not talking much, and you can probably see why here. Damn it. Alright, so we're gonna have to try this again. Alright, let me see if I can. Ugh. And I got them all separated. Wow, that really sucks. Alright, whatever. I'll just have to fight him. I'm gonna go fight this guy. Alright. Let me blow them up as quick as I can. So it depends on the ghost that you got here. That's really what kind of limits you. They each have their own debuff. The green one's the worst because that's the one that saps your power. And I don't really have any power potions anymore. Alright, let me see if I can do a couple of healing gambits. That might be helpful if I could get at least a few of those in there. Let me do a Spear of Virtue on that guy. Let me do one of those. And let me focus on the green guy, that way he's not sapping all my power. Let me do a Spear of Virtue on him. You know, I should have eaten food before I started this, but I was stupid and did not. Let me do a Spear of Virtue on that guy. And let me do a Persevere. Let me see if I can get rid of all these guys. Right, just trying to stay alive. Just trying to stay alive. But I am pretty much out of power, which is very unfortunate. Let me see what I got here. I've got no power potions whatsoever. I got that little baby one. Oh, there was some up here as well. Didn't see those. But I am getting my butt kicked, and there's not much I can do about it. If I could run out the clock to get this, that would be nice, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Ah, that sucks. Let me use this skill. That probably resets the whole fight. Doesn't look like it reset the whole thing. So that's good. At least that. Looks like I'm still stuck in combat though. But at least that gives me a little bit of time on the clock. That way I can use that. Alright, looks like I did it. I don't know how, but I passed this phase of the fight. I don't even want to know what happened there. All I know is that I made it through it. That was a little bit weird. You can see how that fight is very tricky though. And I was really upset when I had to redo the whole thing. Alright, so next up we have this part, which is not as bad. Just waiting for my health to refill here before I jump into anything crazy. Now the way this works is when you attract one color of the Dark Water, all the ones from the same color comes. When you kill all three of them, one of these Stagnant Oak awakens. So you want to fight only one group at a time here, and be careful with how you do it. And as you can see, all the green ones are coming up. I'm gonna wait till they're bunched up nice and juicy here. Alright, gonna do my Spear of Virtue, and we'll do another one of those, and then we'll go ahead and let's do a defensive strike, why not? And a piercing strike here. And I am silenced, it looks like. Let me go ahead and do a couple of healing gambits. we go. And as you can see, like I promised, the oak comes to life. Too far away. Oh, I don't know what that lag is. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know how that popped up. Alright, but let me just go ahead and kill this guy. Let's do an unerring strike. And a mighty blow, that's fine. Power attack, sure. And let me do a few healing gambits. Alright. Let me just recuperate a little bit before the next fight. And as you can see, I completed the quest to kill the Dark Waters. And once I clear this room, I'll go pick up the next quest. I'm gonna come here from behind and attack the yellow guys. Let me wait for all of them to bunch up here before executing my AoEs. There we go. Right, and then let me go ahead and kill this guy. Spear of Virtue, always a good gambit. Unerring Strike. Alright. Slowly working on this tree, hacking it away. Takes a while. Well, we'll get there. Let's do an impressive flourish here. And a desolation. And then I guess I'll heal up a little bit. There we go. And then we got the final group here. Let me wait till they bunch up. Let's see. Let's do a Death Strike here. Why not? Alright, we got the oak here. Got an impressive flourish. Do a Surety of Death. And let's go with an Unerring Strike. Those are always fun. And a Brink of Victory. Power attack. And let's do a Precise Blow real quick. Put another bleed on there. And let me heal up a little bit. There we go. Alright, so at this point what I'll do is I'll leave the instance I know it sounds scary, but it's fine. Don't worry, guys. It's fine. So that way I can pick up the next quest. That way I can do all of them in one go, as opposed to having to do the instance multiple times. I will have come back to it eventually to get that challenge quest, because I can only get that at max level, which obviously I am not. And I got the same one, so what I can do is I can leave, because I've already done that one. And you just leave and come back until you get the one you need. So collect map to Estelden. I definitely need that one. And you may have seen some dead rangers around here. And that's where you can get the map. One of them will have it. It's random every time, so you never know. So that one did not have it. I'm gonna come up here on the right side, and then I'll come back down on the left side, looking for the appropriate rangers. No map here. Let me check that one since he's right there. No map. Let me pop this skill. That way I have it up and available. No map. So let's keep going up. There's a ranger right here. No map. Let me check that other side. Also need to claim my chest here for this one battle. There we go. And let's see if that ranger has it. No map. Alright. So he must be up here in the boss room. Now before I fight the boss, let me go ahead and eat some food. And I do have some baby power potions. I'll leave those right there. Alright. So let me go ahead and build a gambit. And let's go ahead and get started. Thou hast come to the end, fools. No small task. Now, however thou merits, whatever, I gotta fight. I know I'm not talking much, but gotta do what I gotta do. Let me actually come over here and focus on the boss. And let me start blasting him. Am I like silenced or something? Let me do some healing gambits. So this final boss fight is actually a lot easier than that multiple wave fight from earlier. Just by the way. A little bit of healing here or there, how to keep me alive. And when he disappears, he's actually going to come out and do that. And put some nasty bleeds on him. Let me do an unerring strike. And then a little bit of healing. I popped my skill here, the never surrender. That's alright, because he is dead. Alright. So that's that instance, but let me finish some of the quests here. So that ranger had the map. Excellent. So yeah, really the hardest part of the instance is that one where those enemies just don't stop coming, and it almost seems like it got bugged on me and the fight stopped before it should have. I don't know. But let me leave the instance real quick. There's one more quest that I would like to do before leaving. So let me try to pick it up. And again, this is actually the third time I'm doing this instance. So I did it the first time around and it took me forever. And then there's a deed here in Evendim called Leaders of the Invasion to kill some leaders around Numinous. And once you do that, it opens up another deed, Leaders of the Invasion Tier 2. And actually, this is not the quest I want. I was on there rambling. And the Tier 2 is to kill all 6 bosses within the instances of Numinous. So when I opened up that deed, I had already done this instance. So I had to go back and do it a second time for the deed. And then, of course, like a fool, I deleted the episode, so here I am for a third time, which is very unfortunate. And I'm trying to get that final quest here, but it's really up to luck. I keep getting the kill 30 Dark Waters one, which kind of sucks. 33% chance every time that I walk in here to get the quest I need. This keeps happening. I might just edit until I get the one I need. Wow, that's crazy. Alright guys, I think it kind of bugged out. I don't know why, but I've been getting the Darkest of Waters quest every time I've tried to walk in and out. And I've done it about 20 times now. So I don't know if it bugged out. The first time I did this, I was able to get all 3 different quests by coming in and out. But since I do have to come back here in the future to do the challenge quest, I'll just leave the 3rd quest that you can get in here for that time, and I'll be sure my completionist checklist reflects that. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and in the next one you're going to see the next 2 instances of Numinous, so you have something to look forward to there. Let's try one more time together. Let's leave the instance. Let's cancel this quest. Let's cancel that one as well, because we already did it. And let's see. Come on. Give me what I need. No, I don't know. I think it bugged out or something. But that's going to do it for this episode. See you next time.